Hello, good morning. We will discuss about the reproduction in organisms. Previously we already discussed about that asexual type of reproduction. We already completed. Now we have to discuss about that particular vegetative type of reproduction. And look at this. What we have to discuss today? Today we have to discuss about the vegetative type of reproduction and what is the meaning of this particular vegetative type of reproduction. Vegetative type of reproduction is nothing but the reproduction of plants by using vegetative organs like root, stem and leaves. But here is that seed not used here. We discuss about this particular vegetative type of the reproduction, and in that case you find that three different parts, root, stem, leaves, which have been used for the vegetative type of reproduction in case of that particular plant, but you just noted that seed not used in that case. So how many different kinds of that particular vegetative type of the reproduction is there? So vegetative type of the reproduction, it may going to possess two different kinds. One of them is nothing but the natural vegetative propagation, or you can say that the reproduction is there, and another one is nothing but the artificial type of the vegetative propagation. Artificial vegetative propagation. What is the meaning of these two? What is the basic difference in between these two? So here is that in case of that particular natural vegetative type of the propagation, any plant part of root, stem and leaves naturally detached and produces new individual. What has happened here? In this particular case of the natural vegetative type of the propagation, any plant part of root, stem and leaves naturally detached, that means separate, and produces new individual of that particular plant. That is called as natural vegetative type of the propagation. And in case of artificial type of that particular propagation, plant part separated by human and planted for new individual. Look at this. Here there is a role of human being. So wherever there is a role of human being is there, or the interference of human being, such a type of that particular vegetative propagation is called as artificial type of vegetative propagation. And in the case where there is no role of human being, only naturally the detached part get converted into a new individual, that you call as a natural vegetative propagation, right? And now we have to discuss about the next part of this particular vegetative type of that particular reproduction or vegetative type of that particular propagation. In both cases, in case of artificial or in case of vegetative type of the reproduction, the plant part which have been used for the reproduction purpose is called as propagule. Propagule. The plant part used for vegetative propagation. The plant part, it may be a root, it may be a stem, or it may be a leaves. that have been used for the formation of new individual. It's a vegetative part, and that is called as propagule. Now, whenever we discuss about that particular natural type of vegetative reproduction or the vegetative propagation, it has different types. It may get differentiated, or it may going to be propagated by roots. In that, two different kinds of the roots are there. One of them is nothing but the tuberous roots, and another one is nothing but the non-tuberous roots. By that both roots, there should be a formation of new individual. In case of this particular tuberous root, the best example is nothing but the Ipomea batatas, that is also called as shakarkand in Marathi. In that particular case, in Ipomea batatas, from that particular roots, it may going to possess adventitious buds, and from that bud there should be a formation of new plant, natural. Artificially it has been also carried out by the farmers. And whenever we discuss about the non-tuberous root, in that particular case, the best example as in the case of Dalbergia sisson, that is also called as shisham, मुरैया, ज्याला आपण मराठीमध्ये कढीपत्ता असं म्हणतो, गावा. In these particular plants, what has happened that non-tuberous root, that means which is not fleshy. Here there should be no storage of food material which have been used for the formation of new individual naturally. And in this particular case of that particular Ipomea batatas, the roots display going to be fleshy, which become fleshy. Such a type of that particular roots are there, they become fleshy. And here there should be a presence of buds, adventitious bud. From that particular buds, new individual which have been produced. And the new individual which have been produced here, they were called as slips. Slips are nothing but the new individual produced through the adventitious buds of tuberous roots. यानी ट्यूबरस रूट्स के ऊपर जो एडवेंटिशियस बर्ड्स है, इसका कन्वर्शन जब नए प्रोपैग्यूल में होता है, नए प्लांट में होता है, दैट यू कंसिडर्ड एज और दैट इज कॉल्ड एज स्लिप्स. सो इन दैट पर्टिकुलर केस, ट्यूबरस रूट एंड नॉन ट्यूबरस रूट, both that particular roots are present in case of adventitious and what you can say that the taproots. Now next, natural vegetative propagation by stem. This is another type here by stem. This one is the first one and this one is nothing but the another one by stem. By stem, natural vegetative propagation have been carried out. In that case, we discuss about the two different types. One of, and here you see that for the natural type of the vegetative propagation or for the vegetative propagation, stem get modified by different ways. The first way in that case is nothing but the underground modified stem for vegetative propagation. Underground modified stem for the vegetative propagation. So there are different kinds. One of them is nothing but the rhizome. Horizontal branched modified underground stem, as in the case of ginger, in turmeric. Such a type of that particular natural vegetative propagation is carried out in that particular case of the rhizome. Another modified form of that particular underground stem is nothing but the corm. Spherical unbranched upright modified stem which produces the food or which can store the food material, cork. And the best example as in the case of the Amorphophallus, that is also called as elephant foot. In Marathi that is also called as surand, or it is also called as surund. It is a type of that particular cork. Here from that there should be a formation of new individual. The third different kind is nothing but the stem tuber. The best example as in the case of Solanum tuberosum. Solanum tuberosum. What is that? Solanum tuberosum. That is also called as potato. In this particular potato is a modified stem. Here what has happened that the endings of underground stem branches are, you can say that, suppose that this one is nothing but the potato plant is there. So this one is nothing but the potato plant, aerial plant part is there. And this one is nothing but the underground root taproot system is there. This one is nothing but the branches of that particular root. The underground branches of that particular stem in this way, they may going to possess many branching, and here at the end of this particular branches there should be a swelling which have been carried out because of the storage of food material, and this one is nothing but the tuberous part, but it is the part of underground stem. So this one is nothing but the underground stem here, which may going to store the food material and which become fleshy. Whenever you observe this particular structure, we may get found that this underground modified stem that you call as stem tuber, it possesses such a type of that particular stem tuber is there. So there should be a presence of many notches inside that. Here there should be a presence of corky skin. So this one is nothing but a corky skin is there. Corky skin. This is nothing but the notch, and this particular notch is called as node. Here there should be the presence of node. The distance in between these two nodes, that is called as internode. And in this particular notch there should be the presence of such a type of that particular axillary bud. So here you see that each and every part of this particular depression or notch which may going to produce that particular buds. So this one is nothing but the axillary bud. Axillary bud. Here it is a modified stem. How we can say that it is a stem? It is possesses nodes and internode. It possesses the node and internode, and leaves is also present. Leaves is also present. Then because of the presence of leaves, node, internode and axillary bud, this particular underground plant portion which is nothing but the modified stem, and the axillary bud along with that particular node, that is called as eye. Such a type of that particular many eyes are present on this particular potato. Now what has happened that whenever at the adverse condition the aerial plant part get die naturally, the underground stem portion which remain buried inside that particular soil, and whenever there should be an onset of the favorable condition from that particular underground stem tuber, from that particular axillary bud what is present here, there should be a sprouting of that particular new individual, and here the stored food material which have been used by that particular new sprouting shoot. So this is the case of that particular natural vegetative propagation in case of stem tuber, and the best example as in this case is nothing but the potato, that you can say that the Icumia batatas particular plant. That another type of the vegetative propagation by underground stem is nothing but the bulb. Bulb, the best example as in the case of bulb, that is the case in case of the onion or in case of the garlic. Here from that particular onion and garlic there should be a formation of new individual. It is also a modified underground stem. Then, so there are four different kinds of that particular modified stem. Now we have to discuss about the subaerial modification of stem for to carry out the vegetative propagation. Subaerial modified stem for vegetative propagation. What is the meaning of the subaerial? Previously we discussed about the underground modified stem, that means below the soil whatever the stem is present, that may going to produce the new individual. Now we have to discuss subaerial. Subaerial means that particular stem not buried inside the soil or not totally which is present above the soil, but which is always in contact with the soil. One of the part which is in contact with that particular soil and one of the part which is in contact with that particular air. So partially which is directly or indirectly in contact with that particular soil. Such a type of that particular modification you call a subaerial modification of stem. And here one of that particular modification is there, that is called a runner. It is most common and you may get already found this one in case of Cyanodon dactylon. This one is nothing but one of the grass. As in case of, you may get also found in case of oxalis plant. This Cyanodon dactylon, that particular grass which is called as harali, or you may get also called as durva. Durva, you know that, which have been offered for the goddess Ganapati, or you can any goddess, that particular durva which have been offered by our peoples for the worship purpose. So this particular durva is nothing but the Cyanodon dactylon. Another part is nothing but the oxalis. Another portion is nothing but the Centella asiatica is also there. But here you see that in this particular case, in case of this particular Cyanodon dactylon, or in case of that particular lawn grass, you know that lawn, here there is the presence of grass. That particular grass also going to possesses vegetative propagation. Another modified structure is nothing but the stolons. Another one is nothing but the offset, and the fourth type is nothing but the suckers. First of all, we discuss about that particular stolon. What is that? What is the stolons? Stolons are there, suckers are there, and offsets are there. Second type of this particular underground modified stem for vegetative propagation is nothing but the stolon. In this particular stolon, suppose that this one is nothing but the aerial part of this particular plant. So this is the aerial part. What has happened that from the axil of that particular lower node there should have formation of new branch. This particular branch cannot go upwardly, but which may get obliquely grown, then it may get bent down, which may going to attach to the soil, and from that particular attachment point there should be arising of adventitious root and new shoot which have been arise upwardly to the upward direction. So here you see that this particular bending portion, or this one is nothing but one of the node, this one is one of the node, and this particular internode is there. So this portion which is called as stolon. In case of Fragaria, you know Fragaria, that is one is nothing but the strawberry. Fragaria is nothing but the strawberry. In this particular case, or as in the case of that particular mentha that you called as the padina, in that case also such a type of that particular stolons which may going to produce new individuals. In case of this particular offset which may going to be also called as runners of aquatic condition. What they called as runners of aquatic condition. So this one is nothing but the runners of aquatic condition. They are also similar to that particular runner. So what are the characteristic feature of that particular runner? Here you see that this one is nothing but one of that particular grass. So these are nothing but adventitious birds. What has happened in this particular case of the runner, from the axillary bud of the lower new shoot which have been arise, which grow horizontal to the ground surface, and wherever its nodes are come in contact with that particular soil, they going to produce adventitious root to the soil, towards the soil, and new shoot towards the aerial portion. So this particular stem which is horizontal to the ground, that is called as runner. This one is nothing but the runner. Same condition which have been observed in case of that particular offset. what we can observe in this particular case of the offset is there. In that particular offset we found that, so this one is nothing but the pond, here this one is nothing but the water level, and here there should be the presence of such a type of that particular Eichhornia plant is there. What has happened that from that particular lower node there should be an arising of new shoot which is present over the water surface, and here there should be an arising of this particular new plant. Again there should be an arising of new individual from that particular aerial shoots, but that particular aerial shoot which is below that particular water surface, such a type of that, this, you look at this one is nothing but the internode, this one is nothing but the node. At each and every node there should be a formation of new adventitious root under or below that particular water, and this one is nothing but the shoot which grows horizontal to the water surface. So that's why it is called as runner of aquatic condition. Same condition which have been observed in case of this particular cyanodon and in case of this particular aquatic runner, and the best example as in the case of the aquatic runner is nothing but the Ulfia, not Ulfia, Pistia is there. So this one is nothing but the aquatic plant, and another plant is nothing but the Eichhornia. This particular Eichhornia plant, which is also called as the water hyacinth. You just noted that this particular Eichhornia plant, which is also called as terror of Bengal. Why it is so called as terror of that particular Bengal? So this particular plant, which is on a invasive plant. This particular plant, which is the Eichhornia plant, which is the invasive alien plant. Invasive alien plant. Don't confuse with that particular alien word. Aliens means not from the other space or the other planet. Alien means outside from our country. It is a foreign plant which may get transported in our India from America through imported weeds, and nowadays this particular not imported weeds, this particular plant which have been brought for their beautiful purpose, beautiful flowers purpose. And the another plant is there, what we are talking about, that Parthenium grass. Parthenium grass. This particular grass get transported to our India from America through the imported wheat, but this particular Eichhornia plant which have been intentionally brought to our India for their decorative flower purpose, and nowadays which have been escaped from that particular our home gardens, and which may get flourishingly grow within that particular water bodies. So because of that we can get the much more loss. This particular Eichhornia plant which may get multiply within the week, which can multiply in a faster rate, very faster rate. So that's why this particular plant, which is also called as the terror of Bengal. And then another one is nothing but the suckers. The fourth type is the sucker. What is that particular suckers and where that particular suckers get observed? So suckers. The best example as in the case of the mint plant, we can say that that one is nothing but the Padina plant. So this one is nothing but the plant is there. This one are nothing but the roots. So this particular actual plant is there. What has happened that from the lower node of that particular bird there is an arising of new shoot, and this particular new shoot instead of growing above the soil which grow beneath the soil to some extent or to some length, then after that which comes out above that particular soil. Look at this. This one is nothing but the underground. This one is nothing but the underground branch, horizontally grows, not just deep inside that particular site, but which grows horizontal to the soil surface to some extent, then after that which comes above the soil, and there should be formation of new individuals. So this one is nothing but the underground plant part which is horizontal to the soil surface, which is called as suckers. By using that particular sucker, also this particular plant which may going to produce the new individuals. And another methods of that particular vegetative type of the propagations are there, that you call as the aerial modification of that particular stem for to produce the new individual. We will discuss in a later class. So today we can stop here. So we discuss in today's reproduction in that particular organism. We discuss about the asexual type of reproduction in a previous class. Now in today we discuss about the vegetative type of that particular reproduction in case of that particular plant. So there are two different kinds. One of them is nothing but the natural and another one is nothing but the artificial. So today we discuss about the natural vegetative propagation by that particular root stem which may going to modify themselves by many different ways underground, and the subaerial modification. Another modification is there that we call as the aerial modification. So that we will discuss in a tomorrow class.